Sorry for the tight squeeze.
Hey there everyone, my name is Monkey Chapman from the Guys of the Games. Back with some more, actually let's not do that, back with some more Halo 3 Legendary. Let me just
Any of our birds squawking?
turn down my audio just a smidge so it's not too loud. Alright, let's grab the skull. I always love grabbing this just because it's kind of in a funny spot to have a skull here when you don't have weapons.
Tell everything else to scatter.
So you can pick this skull up and I can beat everyone down. Ah!
We knew they'd
How did that hit Arbiter? Did you see that? It like went through Johnson.
Let's get out there.
What do you need?
You can't kill Arbiter like this because his regeneration is too strong. That's got like a weird quirk of Arbiter, is that not only does he have a lot of health, but he has like extremely fast life regeneration, so you have to like do a certain amount of damage at once to be able to either kill him or just like hit him with like an automatic that like can't let him regen.
Chief, move out. Be careful.
It's why if you play
As you go.
even in Legendary, he'll be surprisingly tanky if their enemies aren't like all ganging up on him. Johnson's the same way. You don't see this very often because Johnson only really shows up a tiny handful of times, but Johnson has the same mechanics as Arbiter, where if he dies, he just plays dead for a bit,
Perimeter's this way.
and then
Either way.
gets back up.
Base was built for some 20th century.
Alright, well, since this level is one of the few early, like the first time we get SMGs, I'm going to use that. We'll do dual SMGs even. Where's the other one? There you go. This is the first level SMG. SMGs are unfortunately a little rare in this game, and it's kind of a shame because they're actually pretty good. Like, this is one of the few levels they actually show up in for quite a while, until we start running into Flood. Like, SMGs are, like, it's kind of funny because you would think, like, oh, well, now the assault rifle is in the game, the SMG must just be kind of a bad version of that. And it's like, it's kind of the opposite. The SMG is just kind of a better assault rifle. Even when you single wield it, it's generally a little more, like, effective at just, like, killing stuff. Jeez. Holy shit. And that's how you turn on Cowbell. Like, despite the massive reticle, it's actually pretty accurate. Uh-oh. Oh, so this is such a common thing. I'm going to talk about this right now. So many times when people talk about dueling, there's always the topic of you can't melee or throw grenades while dueling. And it's always like, that's true, but like, you know what I mean? Oh, holy shit, man. Like, the reality is oh, Jesus. The reality is that you can drop your gun, like, instantly and throw a grenade, and then pick your gun up again. So it really is not that big a deal that you have to, like, be restricted while you're doing that. Okay, I'm gonna PR this guy, because he's being a menace. There you go. And it's the same with melee is especially notable for this, because, like, you don't even have to, like, drop your gun to do it. You just punch, and it just punches. The only restriction is you do drop your gun, but, like, so... You know what I mean? Like, it's not that big a deal. Alright, we're gonna try another combo. Hey, nice bubble shield. Alright, there's gonna be a bunch of jackals here, so I'm just gonna pew them. I think I might have just killed one of the Marines because they all just ran in front. Dude, God. Like, the Marines literally just all body blocked me. Did you see that? I swear it was their fault. Okay. Ah, wow. That's unfortunate. Alright. That means it's time to speedrun. I can save my SMG ammo, I guess. Alright. Oh, do you see that dodge? Boom! Pacifist is definitely nerfed compared to Halo 2, but it's still pretty good. For noob comboing, at least. I'm gonna take my other SMG here. Where is that? Yeah. This is kind of an awkward situation. A lot of enemies, like brutes, don't have... A weird thing with brutes in this game is that they don't regenerate much of their health, but they do it very quickly. So if you can't do, you know, if you just kind of pew at them, they're liable to just kind of never die. They're gonna do it again. Alright, just, you know what, fuck you, just go die. Like, I'm sorry, man, but you are, seriously, you got me killed. Like, let me just... There. See how much easier that was without Marines just in the fucking way? Alright. I think there's, like, BR ammo over here, but I'm gonna pick up the carbines, because that's fun. Hell yeah. Look at it. Halo 3 rat! Ah, look at them. They're very cute. I will give them credit for this. Oh, look at them. Just drop down there. Think they're alive? it doesn't look good to see them drop down there. And you look down there, it's just like, oh, like it's kind of like a. I think that's would be like a turbine. That's what you'd call it. It kind of looks like a grinder, though. Like, jeez. Ah, yes, the infamous Halo 3 Marine melee attack. You'll see a lot of people think that it doesn't work, and it does work. It's just the hitbox is very, let's say, janky. Like, I'm not sure where the hitbox is supposed. Like, I think the hitbox is properly attached to his foot. It's just really tiny for some reason. All right, let's take advantage of a little mechanic here if I can. This turret's a little... Maybe I can. Like, let's... No. We have a punch, too, and it's the same thing. It tends to just kind of miss. Let's get a turret. Die! Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, that's what I expected. So, I was going to talk about this last time, but I figured this is a good level to do it on, because especially later on, there'll be some, like, close quarters areas that are very, like, big, like, something you really do want to, like, care about is that, I'm gonna do this, is that, enemies in this game generally fire in, compared to Halo 2, they fire in much longer bursts, but they also have longer oh! What? Who? Get out of here. Ooh, plasma rifle. Take that. Thank you very much. They tend to fire in much longer bursts, but with bigger gaps in between those bursts. So it kind of encourages hit and run a bit more than Halo 2. By the way, you may have seen me doing this earlier, and this is something a lot of people do not realize about... Yeah, please get out of here. About the, Oh, that doesn't work right because it's plasma. Right. So, any sort of, like, ballistic weapon can actually fire through deployable covers in campaign. Only in campaign, not in multiplayer. Just campaign. Because I guess they realized this was probably going to be too strong for campaign, so they didn't bother. I just dropped my gun, but it's fine. Get up here! Yow! Alright, where are you guys? Show your fat faces. There's a guy. And it's, yeah, it's very strong, especially because AI tend to not like to actually shoot at this thing. Unless they, like, know I'm there. Can I destroy that? There you go. You can't shoot, it's only one way, by the way. You can only shoot through this side. Like the concave part. You try to shoot through the other part, it doesn't work. It's a very nice trick. Deployable covers, unfortunately, do not show up very often. I think only certain brutes can drop them, so you won't see very often, but it is nice. And, like, even without it, like, they're honest, I think it's another piece of equipment that's very underrated. Because as long as this base doesn't get destroyed, you're fine. Just keep peeking out, and you're generally gonna deal with stuff very easily. Jeez, this guy's tank. Either I'm missing all my shots, or he's tankier than he looks. And then he destroys his own shield, of course. Woof. But yeah, it's really useful. I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of it in a certain, somewhat infamous room in this level that's kind of nasty. These spikers. Spikers dual wield very well with the plasma rifle. So if I can help it, I'd like some more. Spikers are one of those things that's kind of uncommon in the campaign at first. They do become more common, I think, starting in, like, I'd say, later on in this level, I'd say, even. You know, we're gonna go dual wield for a while, though. Plasma rifles, especially, actually, are super rare in this game until you run into elites, because brutes very rarely have them. They do have them sometimes, but like I said, quite rare. Given that we're about to go up against drones, I'm gonna... As much as I want to keep this, Okay, we'll do this then. The Spiker SMG combo. I don't think these weapons necessarily pair particularly well together. I think Spiker generally pairs better with either other Spikers or a plasma weapon. But, like, Spiker, like I said, I think it's underrated. Drones. I like drones. It's kind of a shame that, like, the only game drones really got to, I feel like, got to shine in was ODST. Like, drones show up in Halo 2, like, a decent amount, although they're still pretty rare in that game. In this game, also, they're quite rare. And in Halo Reach, they show up, like, 3 times in the whole damn campaign. And, like, one of the times they show up, you're encouraged to just run away from them. And another time they show up, you can just kind of skip it by just blowing up the thing they're in. So here's a particularly infamous part to use this on, is just do like here, because yeah, this is really strong here. Because this is normally kind of a significant encounter, but you can kind of just do this. I was gonna save it for the brute room in the next area, because that room's gonna also be kind of a nightmare, but this room really is just so much easier with this. Get out of here. Drones in this game, they really do take advantage. This is the cool thing about them, I do think, is that they do take advantage of the fact that Halo 3 can actually support bigger groups of enemies, unlike Halo 2, which really struggled with that. So you actually have drones show up by the dozen. Like, look how many drone corpses are here. They still don't show up all at once, right? Like, this room is basically set up so that drones kind of keep popping in as you kill them, but there's still like a good like 10 or so at the same time. Like,
If I try to hook up a timer, it might go off all by itself.
alright, we're gonna ignore everything that's happening over there.
A little going away gift for the Covenant.
So shotgun. Yeah, I guess we'll keep the plasma rifle, because, like I said, the plasma rifle is very rare throughout the whole campaign, so I might as well use it while it's here. Gesundheit to me. Anyways, this room's gonna probably kill me a bunch, because this room sucks ass. This is such a hard room. This is like the first big difficulty spike, I'd say. And I would definitely recommend being very, like, defensive here if you can help it. Like, do not try to rush if you don't have to. And also, like, definitely, like, ooh, lucky. If you pop their shit as they throw the grenade, they'll drop it in front of them and usually kill themselves. Nice! I even got some friendly fire. Spike grenades are new in this game, and they're, like, really cool. Unfortunately, they don't tend to shine as much due to the nature of the, like, environments in this game. Like, spike grenades are intended to be a close quarter grenade because the spikes will blow up in a cone and then kind of just like burst everywhere. Like, they'll bounce off walls. But there doesn't tend to be a lot of environments that are very beneficial for them. So they tend to be seen as just like knockoff sticky grenades. Ugh. I'm glad I brought this turret. Turrets are really strong in this game. So brutes in this game still take half damage from small arms fire once their shields are down. They don't have nearly as much health underneath their armor as they do in Halo 2 because they have the power armor too, but nice. You see how useful that is? Oh! Ow! Get out of here. But because they take half damage from small arms fire, turrets are not small arms fire, so turrets still do full damage to their health underneath their armor. So you can kill them pretty easily. Uh-oh. Alright, there's this guy. The rather infamous... Uh-oh. Chieftain. Dude, he got friendly fire, dude. What a way to die. Spikes in the back by your buddy. Alright, where is this guy? Now that we have a shotgun. Shotgun in this game is kind of infamous for being not very good. It's like even worse than the Halo 3 version or the Halo 2 version, but like, I mean, you know. Oh, I might just die. I'm in such a bad situation. Why is the box like this? Spike grenade, save me. Where's like... Pick that up, thank you. There we go. Oof. Because, yeah, the shotgun's range in this game is atrocious. Like, you need to be, like, almost... You need to be in melee range, basically, for it to be doing any decent amount of damage. It's basically the beatdown weapon of this game. It is kind of funny to go from Halo 2, where Arbiter had the same thing that Chief did, where he never talks in gameplay. But in this game, because he's not a playable character, well, he isn't a playable character in single player, he does get to talk. I think this is the one cool thing, like, you can say what you will about the power arm, but I do like that it kind of encourages these, like, spread tactics. Fuck. Where one of the best ways to deal with brutes in groups like this is to kind of pop each of their armor, which kind of forces all three of them to kind of just berserk. I'm going to do this. Shotgun is still a good close quarters weapon. There we go. Alright, now please, there's a jackal overcharging. Let's go over here again. Get my gun back. They're actually dropping deployable covers, imagine that. Woo! A lot of people like to say that dual wielding in this game sucks compared to 2, even though that's like strictly not true. Dual wielding is stronger in this game than 2, because a lot of weapons have better accuracy and generally like not as much of a damage like debuff when dual wielding. Because like I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in 2, but if you don't know, weapons actually do less damage when you're holding down both triggers in 2 and 3 when you're dual wielding. Also, I love how you see the way Arbiter's dual attacking. That happens sometimes. I have no idea what causes that. Like, he's not using his sword like a sword. He's trying to punch with it, basically. It's really weird. I don't know what causes that weird behavior. Because he'll usually do the overhead swing, but for some reason he just didn't there. He like got stuck in this weird loop. Alright, we're gonna dual plasma rifle. Dual plasma rifles are also surprisingly good in this game. It's just like I said, they do not show up nearly as often as in 2. Especially because of how weak brute shields can be. It's really easy to just quickly go like pew pew and just drop their shields. This is not the way. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's try doing some funny spike grenade shots, like, oh, well. Like, for example, I can throw it at this wall. Oh, I accidentally stuck it instead. Like, the whole point is that you throw them at a wall, and it'll bounce off in a cone angle and kind of just blast everything in, like, range. And they're pretty good at that. Like, Halo Infinite brought back spike grenades, but they're kind of, like, not very, like, not nearly as, like, exaggerated in that game. Like, they kind of just work like a regular grenade more often than not. Oh, thanks for the generator, though. Oh, God! Power Drain. That's the first time we've seen that. Power Drain is really, really strong against shields. Funny enough, Regenerate does not work on health. So once you pop a Brute's armor, it doesn't regenerate anymore. So you can kind of just... Boom! Yeah, we got you, buddy. You can be my friend any day. Here, take my plasma rifle. I haven't been using the shotgun a lot, but like... There we go, more grenades. We'll single wield SMG for a while. This is definitely something I'll give Halo 3's campaign. I said that like you can... A lot of the time you tend to die just as fast, if not even faster than in Halo 2 for certain things. But the counteraction is that you don't have to worry about something like an Elite Ultra showing up that's just... like, you cannot deal with an Elite Ultra without noob comboing it, basically. Or like dual plasmas, maybe. Like, they're just too tanky in that game. Like, even like just generic brutes tend to be just really like tanky to certain things.
Commander, we lost the ops center.
I don't think, like guys, I mentioned during that playthrough, I don't think it's as true as people make it out to be, but it's definitely more notable in this game where enemies tend to appear in, like, part of the reason why it feels like you tend to die faster in this game in some areas compared to 2 is because enemies just show up in much bigger numbers than in Halo 2. Which is the thing, like that brute room we did, right? I didn't even mention it, but like, there has never been a room like that in a Halo game, really, up until this point. Outside of a tiny handful of areas, like, say, like, during multi-faction fights, or just during a tiny handful of areas, like the bomb room in Halo 2. Where it was just a room filled with brutes, and nothing else. Because since brutes are not nearly as... Well, first of all, because you have variety in brute ranks. So you actually have weaker brutes. Whereas Halo 2 kind of just had a bunch of really tough brutes. And ooh, that's a trip mine! Ah! He had another... Dude! Did you... That dude just suicide bombed me! Holy shit! That's insane. It's kind of hard to tell because the trip mine didn't come out in time. But he, like, you could see the way he, like, pulled back that he threw out a trip mine at me. That is hilarious. What? Dude, there's so many grenades. Holy shit. Am I crazy? I don't have catch on. Jeez. Alright, I was not expecting to die here a bunch. So, yeah, I think jetpack brutes are the only ones that'll regularly throw trip mines, and they're pretty, like, it doesn't tend to come up a lot, but surprisingly, holy shit, they're throwing it so often today. Holy crap. They're going to town on me. I don't usually see them throw that many. Okay, I'm gonna run over to the door because a good strat here is to basically kill all the brutes as they run out of this door. Because they're like, AI is kind of weird here. They don't tend to like want to actually do anything until they've actually like left the room. I don't know why it's like this. So if you just get in here and kill them right away, they're just like kind of hanging out. I'll take a trip mine. Oh, but now that I think about it. Okay, let's pick up a spiker. There's actually not a lot of spiker ammo here. So, it's funny I got to pick up this trip mine. Well, here, let's see. Because if you play MCC, you generally have to do this. I don't know what it is about MCC that causes this, but there's almost always a guy stuck up here. There wasn't this time. Wow.
Go!
How lucky for me. Well, watch this. Huh! Oh yeah, spikers have drop, by the way. Whoa! But there's camo up here, and you usually want that because camo is very strong. Camo is very rare in this game, and it's... I would almost argue that it's actually probably stronger in this game than in Halo 1 because you can actually like take it with you. Although, well, in some ways, it's more versatile, I should say. Because you have more let with what you do with it. And I mean, it's nothing compared to Halo 2 where you can just use it anytime for free. But, you know.
Roots.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Johnson's taking a while to say his thing.
Sorry, Commander, there were too many. Even for me.
Chief, get back to the op center. Kill those brutes. Rearm the bomb. I've got
Yo, Jackals, I'm over here. You wanna pop up? Yeah, get over
Radio
here.
with another exit. Good luck.
You very rarely get to do this, so you might as well in this room. Yo, buddy. You gonna pop out? No? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Watch this strat. Oh. Hahaha! Get pistol snipe, bitch! Okay, what did I drop? Shotgun. Let me take that. Alright, we'll pick this up and start booking
Follow
it.
the service tunnel to the motor pool.
Yeah, I'm in the room, Johnson. You don't need to keep telling me where to go. That's something that is true in this game. They're pretty eager to tell you where to go at times, I feel like, compared to 1 and 2. Which is maybe better for a first-time player, but it can be kind of annoying. When you're in the area, they're telling you to go because you're already going there. And they're still telling you to go. This is one thing that's thing about the turret is you kind of carry it to the right like this. You kind of corner peek like this. Like the Herald popped up. Like, dude, I'm in the room. I'm still killing stuff. You don't need to tell me I need to go here. Okay, I'm realizing now, though, that I need to grab a BR. Because there are snipers in the next little spot. And, unfortunately, that is kind of a nightmare for me. So, let's BR them. Like, you kind of need to counter snipe. Unless you... Like, I don't want to use my camo on them if I can help it. Because you want to use the camo in the boot room.
Follow the tunnel to the motor pool, Chief.
Johnson, I swear to God, I love you, but shut up. So, if you don't know, by the way, you saw that turret get blown up, and you probably saw it earlier when I was BRing them at the start of the level, but in this game, Grunt Birthday Party is not just a aesthetic effect. It actually has a damage effect attached to it. So it actually does do a little bit of damage. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's like more than you would expect. Like, it's enough to kill small, weak, minor grunts in a single hit. And enemies that even if an enemy doesn't get killed, it has a stun effect to it, so it'll make grunts kind of walk around holding their head for a little bit. It's actually surprisingly, like, even though it's treated as just a neutral skull, it is almost purely like a good skull to turn. It makes things easier. Alright, so this is where this gets scary. Actually, deployable cover, that's a perfect spot to put this. Freebie. Nice. I'm going to tell you right now, if you ever have an area where you're scared of snipers, and if there's a deployable cover, use that shit. It is so good. I don't think there's any guys up here. No, we are good. Alright, I'm going to pick up the sniper. These guys only spawn... This is a thing in this game. Snipers tend to only really spawn in a lot of areas on Legendary. Which does mean that ironically, it does mean that they only show up when they're at their scariest, so... But it is an extra factor in how rare snipers can be in this game.
We have taken their command center.
Have you discovered how they plan to stop me?
As yet, no. Noble Prophet.
Find what I need to know. Your place on the path is...
There we go. There's a guy up there with a turret, but I'm just gonna sit over here under the stairs. They're friendly firing each other again because he's like, I saw him, I'm shooting over there. That is so funny. This is what happens when you play this game and are not just sitting in the farthest corner of the room BRing everything. The games do sometimes kind of encourage that, unfortunately, but it is honest, like you'd be surprised that like you can have fun by just doing weird shit like this. Whoa! Whoa! Dude, if that guy had thrown that grenade like a quarter of a second sooner, they would have reflected that grenade at me and that would have killed me. If that had happened, I would have been like I can't even get mad at that, you know what I mean? Alright, there's gonna be this brute over here on the turret. Unfortunately, the Needler sucks against this situation because he's kind of blocking with his turret. There you go. Ugh! Wait, did the power drain kill him? No. He just made like a ooh sound because he was in pain. Alright, hey look, it's our first Furod gun. Fortunately, there's not really much left to use this stuff on, because we're at the end of the level, but...
That did it, Chief. Bombs armed.
We got your
there is one fun spot, and it's funny I say fun spot, because this is like an area where you tend to... it's like a good grinding spot for MCC challenges. Stop flashing, I can't see, because there's going to be jackals over here. Look at you. Dude! There we go. At least I got a 2-for-1 there. I'm gonna throw my power drain. Actually, why did I do that? For some reason I thought there was regular jackals there, but there aren't. Oh, but it did... Dude! You know what? Never mind. I'm a genius. I take everything back.
South hangar. Straight to the cave, Chief.
That was awesome. Yeah, the power drain does have a damage attached to his explosion. It's not super strong, but it's like enough that it can kind of be surprised how effective it can be at killing weak stuff once their like shields are down. Like it's just barely enough to not kill a full health player, but anyways, there's this fun spot where you can just blow up like a trillion drones! Ding dong, the demon's dead. Oh my god. I did not expect the grunts to just instantly stop running away and just chuck their entire armada of grenades at me. Oopsies. Let me just do this first then. So those guys are in fact still a threat. The Furod gun is not quite as like disgustingly overpowered as it was in Halo 2, but it's still surprisingly good at times. Like especially if you can give it to a Marine, because they'll fire that thing like ad nauseum, and it still has the slight tracking that it does in Halo 2, where at like longer distances it'll kind of track its targets slightly. And also new to this game, it bounces. There's a good situation for the spike grenade. Everything in that area is just fucking dead. Would a frag grenade or plasma grenade do it too? Yeah, but spike grenade does have the advantage that because it sticks to the wall, it blows up faster. Ah, nuts. Alright. We're going in, pistols blazing! I say it, I'm just gonna chuck a grenade in there.
Blow. Go, go, go.
What? What? How do they keep doing this to me? I did not see that grenade. I must be blind. I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm crazy. I don't know how. You know what? Fuck all you guys. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna punch you guys. I'm just gonna chuck it. We're going! Ugh! My gun's kind of bad for this, but who cares? Throw grenades so they can't come. Wow.
Find that elevator.
I don't even know if I can get mad at that. Like, at some point, you just have to say that guy fucking got me. He got blown away by the grenade, but he just barely lived. In the process, he decided to chuck a grenade at me. And he stuck me, so I was just fucking dead. Not this time, suckers. And that's the end of this chapter. God, I can't believe what a way to die. I always love to point out that when the screen goes black here and Cortana's talking, you're still playing. Like, there's still a surprising amount of control given to you. Like, you can just barely hear it once the explosions stop happening.
This place will become your tomb.
Now it's faded out. So you can actually still die at the end there if you're just like chucking grenades for some reason. But anyways, that'll be it for this part. See you guys later.